We got in the fight over the phrase "one fell swoop," just over this saying. And if you're a newlywed, you're like, well, that doesn't make sense. You're right, it doesn't. This is a double-digit married fight. This is when you've already done all the dish fighting or the putting your clothes away fighting. This is when they're trying to mentally break you. They got you almost how they want you, and this is the one that sends it over the edge. My wife, she wanted to go visit her parents one weekend, and her parents are divorced, and which has been hardest on me, to be honest. That's something people don't talk about, you know? When you marry into divorce, I mean, they divorced because of her, not me, so why do I have to go to 50 different houses? She wanted to go visit her parents, and shit, I want to do it in one fell swoop. Now, I've never heard my wife say the phrase one fell swoop. We've been together 20 years, she's never said it. And it felt like someone that day told her, hey, you should start using one fell swoop more. And she goes, I'm about to call my husband. It goes, perfect. Use it 40 to 50 times on him. So she calls me and she goes, I want to go visit my parents. And I want to do it in one fell swoop. And I go, all right, let's do it in one fell swoop. She goes, I want to do it in one fell swoop. I go, let's do it in one fell swoop. You know, let's swoop it up. I'm down. And she kept saying it, one fell swoop, one fell swoop. I mean, over and over again. And then when she went to describe this one fell swoop trip, she goes, we'll go to my mom's, come home, then go to my dad's. And so I just like waited, and she didn't say anything, and I just go, that's not what one fell swoop means. And instead of possibly just being wrong, she goes, I know what one fell swoop means. I go, yeah, it doesn't sound like you do, all right? And we have the same last name. I can't have you out there in a one fell swoop conversation. What do you think two birds, one stone mean? Let's just go through them all. I don't know if you know any of these. She hangs up on me. So I get home, and you know when you walk home and you've been in a fight, and you're like, all right, how long is this fight? Is it happening still? Is it over? I don't know. I got to fill it out, you know? She never uses words like sorry. I'd love to hear that. Now, that's a word she definitely doesn't know what it means. And I say it all the time. I walk around the house with just a sack of sorries, just handing them out all day. I try to give her some, like, would you like to carry some of these? She's like, I don't have pockets, so I'm good. We didn't talk that whole night. I mean, we're just sitting there, our daughters, like, we're watching TV, eating, and I'm like, hey, you know your mom's crazy, right? And then she's like, did you do your homework, or you don't want to be dumb like your dad? And then your daughter's just like, are y'all lunatics? So I'm laying on the couch, and my wife just came over, and she kisses me goodnight, and then she went to bed. And that was it, you know? That was like, I felt like it was her sorry, I guess. But she didn't say it. And so I was like laid there, and I'm just thinking about it. And you think about it a lot because you're like, all right. Because you learn the longer you get married, sometimes it's like, just let stuff go. You know, who cares? And the next morning I get up, and I kind of still wanted to talk about it because we didn't talk all night, you know? So I went into her, I was like, look, I got to tell you, I mean, it's just not what it means, you know? That got it going real good. But I felt so good about this argument, you know? I thought about it all night. I was like, you got this one in the bag, man. You should bring it back up. I'm not trying to date her anymore. I'd like to win a fight. We're going to die together. I almost woke her up in her sleep. That's how much I was so excited. I almost just started shaking her going, it's not what it means. Her marriage almost ended in one fell swoop. So it is very exciting to be here. Not all shows, though, are like this. I did a show in a prison once. All the way in it. We went in it. It was few more people than this. We go in, let's say like you guys are like the inmates. So I'm like sitting here, I'm doing my dumb jokes. None of them work. Every joke I have involves being outside in the past 30 years. Like nothing's relatable. I'm like, traffic's crazy. Do you guys remember? Who remembers traffic? An inmate gets up and starts walking towards me. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. You know, like I've seen movies, like he's going to use me to break out. So I don't want to point at him, you know, but I am trying to draw. I'm like, the weather's been like pretty crazy. Should he be walking up like that? Turns out he's just going to the bathrooms. They're right behind me. He's a good guy. I judged him on what he was wearing and where we were at. It was my fault. He goes in, the bathrooms are not, they're like open. So I'm against this like brick wall, and I'm like standing, it goes like halfway up. So it's me, a brick wall, and then the urinals. And he just comes out and then comes and pees at picks the one right behind me. And so it's just me and him just standing there. He's peeing, I'm like trying to talk. And he just pees without even kind of a problem. It was the most confidence I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, I thought, whatever you think this guy did it, all right? That's not, an innocent man doesn't pee like that. That's a guy, he's not getting out. I took social media off my phone. I have Instagram still on there. I feel like it's still okay. It's like, it's safe. Twitter's like, I feel like it's just like celebrities telling you you're the worst. That's all it is, all day. Whether it's like the presidential election, everybody's furious. And then there's a big pipeline thing. Remember that? They're like, we got to stop this pipeline. I'm like, yeah, we do. I don't even know where this is at. I couldn't find it. Right now, I don't know what was in the pipe. I don't know if the pipe was above ground, but it was like, we got to stop. People have stuff there, and you can't be throwing pipes. You can't just throw pipes everywhere you want to throw pipes, And it just... I follow Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm a big fan. Just want to see what that guy's life is like. He tweets nothing fun out. I've learned that. He tweeted out 100 million sharks get killed a year by people. Just threw that up. No solution. I'm just at home in Tennessee, nowhere near an ocean. So many sharks. If you told me to guess how many sharks were alive, I would never have guessed 100 million. I don't know, a million? I don't know. Like, who knows how many sharks there are? I tweeted back, I was like, all right, dude, I won't kill any sharks. I don't know. Is that what you wanted out of this? I won't do it. I've never even been near a situation where I thought I might have to kill this shark. Never even met a guy that's pet a shark, but I'm not getting involved now. Facebook is more, that's your like friends telling you you're the worst. It's more local. No one has a good day on Facebook. It's everybody's worst days of their lives. And you'll be like the first thing you look at. You like wake up and you like cut it on and then just be like, do you want to see a murder video? You're like, I don't at all. I just woke up. I'm just trying to see whose birthday it is, And they're just like, well, we already started playing it. So, and you're like, all right, I guess I'll watch that. My wife gets mad because I don't like any of her photos. She's like, why don't you like any of my photos, And it's like, is this not enough, us living together and stuff? And I did like it. When we took it, I said I like it. I told you I like it. I looked at it. I'm in it. I'm in the photo. There's not much more I can do with this photo. We've been together my entire life. Since we started dating when I was like 21. I'm 37 now. And like I went from like my mom to her. So I don't even know what it feels like to not have some lady be like, I don't know if I would do that, And now we have a daughter, so I'll never know. I'll never know. We get in fights, still. And when you're married for a long time, fighting is just, it can happen, it's open 24 hours, basically, at any time. We got in a fight recently at 3 a.m. We woke up to get in this fight. We have a dog, and our dog, freaks out when it thunders. And so we have sedatives to give her because there's only so many times you can tell a dog it's just thunder before you're like, she's not getting it, And you're like, just take this, all right? So I woke up, I had to wake my wife up, and I was like, hey, where are the sedatives at? And she was like, they're at the top of the cabinet. So I go get them. I looked at the bottle, and the bottle said they were expired. So I had to wake my wife back up, and I was like, hey, these say they're expired. And she was like annoyed. She was like, they're not expired, all right? They're new pills in an old pill bottle. And I was like, all right, I should have thought of that. That's my fault. I mean, we have people come to our house all the time and they get milk and they're like, is this milk expired? And I have to go, that's new milk in an old milk jug. Are you the stupidest person I've ever met? Why would you not assume that's what it is? That's roughly what I told her. It wasn't as fun as that, but And then she goes all in and tells me it doesn't matter because dog medicine can't even expire, which I was like, you've never even heard a rumor about that. You don't know that. We don't know any dog medicine people. I know who she knows. We don't know one dog medicine maker that's texting her like, hey, we're doing some pretty big things at the dog medicine factory. I wanted to let you know first, but we've invented medicine that can't expire. So feel free to tell your husband at 3 a.m. We do have a daughter as well. We took her to Disneyland when she was 2, and people told us that was a mistake. We didn't ask anybody, but they were happy to tell us. And they were like, you're just wasting money, you know, she's not going to remember it. And I was like, I don't know. She believes in Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse is like real to her. It's like fun to see her get excited, you know. Should I just lock her in a closet and be like, do you remember yesterday? No? Well, until you start remembering things, I'm not going to waste any of my money on you, all right? We're trying to discipline her, too, and it's hard to discipline kids nowadays. You know, you can't do it. You can't spank them. You can't talk about it in a microphone for sure. So it's like, what do? You got to hope it works out. Spanking got, like, blown out of proportion because, like, you would see, like, a video of a lady, like, fighting her kid in a Walmart parking lot, and they were like, no, you're not supposed to spank. You're like, that was a regular fight. That's not, like, what we're talking about. I was spanked. My generation was. It was fine, you know. You ever talk to really old generations? They just act like they were beat with bats. They say stuff to you like, I don't know, that doesn't sound like that should have been happening. You should have called the police or something. Like, the police would hit us as well. Everybody was hitting us. It's fun to be back home, though. I got my 20-year high school reunion is this year, and I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty invested. I didn't go to college, so this is like the last group of people I met. So I mean, I cannot wait. I love it. I went to the 10-year, loved it. Suggested a 15, no one wanted it. Finally, the 20 is here. My buddy told me, he's like, I'm going to lose weight for our 20-year reunion. And that always like feels, you know, you're like, why don't you lose it for the people that were in your life every day for the past 20 years? You've made your wife stare at your moose body for 15 years. Why don't you tone it up for her a little bit? He's like, no, I'll just save it for the people I hate. I'm going as is. Just, you know, this is what happened. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. I didn't work out then. I didn't start when I left. So I'm just seeing how it's going to go. I do zero working out. Not even, I mean, it's not like you're like, whoa, wow. Like, it's like, yeah, we figured that. Every hotel I go to, I ask if they have a gym. I don't even have clothes that I could work out in. There's no way. I'm like, is it 24 hours? I was going to start tonight at midnight. So I was wondering if that's. What I've learned, what's easier than working out is just tell people that you used to weigh 300 pounds. That's a lot. They don't know, you know? So I've never weighed 300 pounds, but I look pretty amazing for a guy that used to weigh 300 pounds. You're like, yeah, I got tired of being tired, all right? You know? Today's my cheat day, obviously, but normally I'm pretty strict. I just don't eat anything healthy. I like apples, but I only like pre-cut apples. I won't eat a whole one, you know? I'm not a horse, all right? So could you guys do some work over there at the apple factory, you know, however apples get here? I've watched a lot of the documentaries that try to make you eat better. Like, I watched Fed Up, and it's about all the food that I eat every day. There was nothing in it that I haven't had recently. You know that saying, like, I haven't had that in forever? I haven't said that in forever. There's nothing I haven't had. Airheads, that's usually something like, oh, are they still doing good? Yeah, they're doing great. They got more colors now. It's pretty fun, you know? I go to too much, like, chain stuff. Like, that's, I can't think outside of, like, going to, like, a chain place. And they mess up all the time. But I still just go back. I'll go to McDonald's, and I'll have, like, the nerve to be, like, in the drive-thru, like, and be like, hey, guys, this said no onions, and this has onions. And they just look at me like, you're too old to be here, man. Don't come here. This is not a real restaurant, all right? I'm 11 years old. That guy's 90. Go to like a regular, you live near here. Go to a regular place. I had a whole issue at a Starbucks. I went into Starbucks, ordered iced coffee with milk. Nothing crazy, you know. And the guy like looked at me weird. You know, like when you're like, get something in your head, you're like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know what I said. But you're like too far in. You're both touching the credit card. So you just got to go, all right, let's see what he thinks he heard. And I go to the end of the counter, and he gives me milk with ice in it. I had to ask him, I go, what is that? He goes, milk with ice in it. I was like, what do you think? Do I look like a psycho to you, dude? I've never ordered milk publicly in the history of my life. I've never once in my life been out and thought, you know what I could go for right now? A cup of milk. I'd love to do that. I'd love a cup of milk. I'd like to drink it out of a straw, something else I've never done. Let's do that, and then let's put ice in it. Let's do something I didn't even know you could do. Let's do all that in front of all these people I don't know. And it was a Starbucks that was like in a Target. It wasn't even its own Starbucks. It was a Starbucks that's like, we don't really do everything. And I was like, do you do milk with ice in it by any chance? Is that something? I just go to all of them. And I still go. I go to, everybody messes up. I want them to do so much better. I went to Walmart. I go there. I'm fine with them, you know. I'm a Walmart guy. Like, that's where I'm at. I went into one. I was trying to, and Walmart's getting a little like, sometimes when you go in there, some of the people that work there are like, some of them I don't even know. You'll be talking to them. I'm like, I don't even know if you work here, if you're a customer. Like, it's 50-50. But they're willing to help, which is nice. I went into one. I was trying to buy a hammock. So I go in. I go back to where I imagine the hammocks live, and I went up to this guy and I was like, "Hey man, do you guys sell hammocks?" And he was like, "What's a hammock?" And it threw me off enough that I was like, "Am I saying it wrong?" I was like, "I think I'm saying it wrong because you know what it is." And I was like, "Is it hammock with a T? Does that sound right? Like, do you guys sell hammocks?" And he was like, "We're out of hammocks. We're out of them. It's hammock season." And I left, went to my car, Googled where to buy a hammock. And Google was like, "Do you mean hammock?" I was like, "I sure do, Google. Where were you at during all of this?" The other embarrassing part of that is, so it happened, and then I called like a comic buddy of mine to tell him the story. And I was like, this is funny, right? But then I asked him, I was like, "Hey, do you think if I tell people I was buying a hammock, is that going to come off like I'm bragging?" Like, for some reason, in my head, that's just like a wealthy purchase. Like, that's a hammock at Walmart. Like, an audience would be like, "Whoa, all right. I didn't know we were just hearing about how good you're doing." Man, what's it like to have two trees that close together? Is it nice? I heard it looks nice. I've seen pictures. I've had my one like fancy purchase. I had LASIK surgery, and we were living in New York, so I had it. It was in Manhattan. Got a deal on it, so that helps knock it down. It worked. You know, I can't see this side of the room, but besides that, this side I see almost too good. And no, it was fine. And they did a couple things that were weird. Besides the deal I got, that's. They want to show you the video, like before you have it. They're like, "Here, watch eye surgery," and you're like, "Just do it. I don't want to watch." Like, I trust. We're in a building. This seems like a real thing, so just go. If I was doing that out of some guy's van, I might ask that guy for a video. But you know, be normal. And the other thing, they didn't make me bring anybody, and I was like, "Should I bring someone to take me home?" And they're like, "No, most people can see." I was like, "You said most. You sure?" It's not a big deal. I'll tell someone where I'm at. They're like, "No, don't. Did you tell anybody where you're at? Don't tell anybody." So I go in. They give you a Valium. You go back and you do it. Then you get done. They give you those big sunglasses. And then I'm on a Valium. They're like, "You good?" You're like, "Yeah. This is like the funnest surgery ever. This has been a fun day, to be honest." And they're like, can you see? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, so I go down. I'm in Manhattan. So we get out, and I start walking to go to the subway, get a few blocks away. And then my eyes start hurting so bad. And I just want to keep them shut. You don't want to open them. And so I'm like, I can't get home. So I get my phone. I'm like blinking. And I get to my wife, and I call her. And I was like, you got to come get me. I can't see, you know? And I was like, and you should have come too, by the way, all right? Like, why are you not here? So I was like, you got to come find me. I don't know where I'm at. I've made turns. So I was like, just go back to that place and then just expand your search around buildings until you find me. And I just stood I put my hand on a building, and I just stood because I was afraid I would like drift out in the street and just be like just shuffling. And next thing I know, I'm in the middle of the road, just big sunglasses, which wouldn't be that different for New York, and so I'm just standing, I stood with my hand like this for like 30 minutes. I mean, we were to the point if anybody confidently just walked up, they could have taken me home. Next person that goes, let's go, I was living with them for the rest of my life. It's fun doing comedy cause you get to travel so much. I fly a bunch, and it never gets easy when you fly. Like, you just think, like, every plane you're on is going to go down. It's not in a dark, you know, it's never relaxing. I had I've got on a plane once, and you ever get on and just look at everybody on it, and it just looks like a group that would go down in a plane crash. Like, for some reason, you're like, I feel like I've seen all of us before. I had a pilot tell us right before we took off that he was retiring, and this was his last flight. You're like, all right, why don't you just say that when we land, dude? Like, it's not like we're gonna be different people. We're the same people. He's basically just like, either way, this is my last flight. So, all I can tell you is I'm not flying again after that. I'm trying to get better. Like, when you travel now, you go to like different cities. It's like to actually go explore the town and see stuff. I went to Wilmington, North Carolina, and yeah, a couple of us. All right, and they have a big battleship there, and it's in it looks like it's a river because you can see across. It doesn't look big, but it's probably part of the ocean. It's like one of those where you're like, could I drink that water? Could I not? You know, I don't know. But you can't ask that. You can't ask someone how water works. So I didn't even go on it, but it's there. I just wanted you to not think I didn't see it if you go. But I looked up some other stuff to do. They have a thing there called Cape Fear Serpentarium. And it's just a guy's house, and he has a bunch of snakes, lizards, and a crocodile just in his house. He has the world record for being bitten by a viper snake. It's 7 times, which is it's a record no one is trying to get. It's so many times. He was bitten 3 times, and then 4 more times after that. That's how many times he was bitten. 3's a ton, and then 4 more after is just too many. But I was like, I gotta go see this. This is gonna be amazing. So I go, I walk in. Right when you walk in, he's got a lobby set up. And in the lobby, he has 2 parrots and then a bunch of anti-government posters. That's he just has those things. It's 2 parrots and a lot of stuff on chemtrails. You know, he's basically just this is what I would love to talk to you about. And you're like, I just want to see some snakes, man. He's like, all right, but maybe later could I corner you and talk to you about it? And you're like, I don't know, let's see how the snakes go. So I went and I paid. It was $9. Obviously cash only in a place like that. And so I give him my $9. I go up. First snake I see is a gaboon viper. It's a crazy venomous snake. And there's a story written out about how venomous it is. And the story was that these 2 kids broke into the Washington National Zoo in the early 1980s to steal a gaboon viper for whatever reason. So they get it, they put it in a trash bag. When they're walking out, they have the trash bag over their shoulder as if they forgot what they just did. The snake bites through the trash bag because it's a 1980s trash. It's not like a Glad one now, you know. This was when trash bags were not doing good. So it bit the kid. The kid went into a coma for 4 days, and then it was that's all we know. We don't know what happened. And you're like, that's the whole reason I'm even reading this, to see what... Did he die? Is he stronger? Are you him? What's the rest of the story? So if you ever go and you should go. If you ever go, 3 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, he feeds these things. So I looked at my watch. It was 3 p.m. I was like, all right, we'll go watch these things eat. So the first snake they go to feed is the black mamba. It's another crazy venomous snake that should not be in America outside of a zoo, especially not at a guy's house that hates America. So we're like, all right, we got to go see this. So we get down there. He puts a chicken wired fence around him. So if the snake gets out, he'll just get out of that fence pretty quick. The fence has holes in it that I would describe as a little bit bigger than a black mamba. And I mean, we're leaning on it. We're getting kids up against it. We're like, no, you get up here. Push, their kids' faces are against it. So we all stand around. He's a bucket of dead mice. He grabs a mouse. He throws it in there. He eats it. We all cheer, and then we move on. Next one we go to is 12-foot anaconda. This snake is huge. He props open the glass cage with a 2x4. That's how big it is. Props it up. No chicken wired fence. It's non-venomous. Worst case scenario, we're all going to wrestle this snake. So we're all standing there around. He gets his bucket back out, but this time it's got dead rabbits in it. And they're the biggest rabbits I've ever seen in my... I would have paid $9 to see what that rabbit's life was like. Just to see that rabbit drive up that day. He gets these giant, two-handed tongs that they look like they're for this. So he grabs a rabbit. He kind of steps back. He's going to make the snake come out and get it like he's hunting. So it's the rabbit, it's him, children, and then us. I mean, no, he's the only employee there. So we stand there. Luckily, the snake comes out. He gets the rabbit. He's constricts it. It falls to the ground. He lifts it. He puts it back in. He goes, well, Easter Bunny's dead. Makes that joke for the kids. Yeah. And we waited for him to say he was joking. He did not. Yeah, he stared at the kids harder, almost to assure it. That's what it is. Then he goes, all right, you have permission to touch the snake. No one's asking. We're walking away. No one was like, I bet this is when we can pet him. They're leaving, and he makes the kids pet him. And they most don't want to touch the snake. Most are petting the rabbit he was eating. It was like the 30s. There's no rules in this place. It's like riding a ski lift. You ever been on a ski lift and halfway up you're like, hey, my bar didn't lock. Should it have locked? I don't do this ever. So the last one is the crocodile. We go to the crocodile. It's a 10-foot crocodile. This crocodile has been staring out at his cage at everybody. He's trying to remember you for supporting this guy. He was like, I'll find you one day. I mean, if he was in here right now with a hat on, I wouldn't be surprised. That's how nervous I am when I go out. So we all stand around. Crocodile's there. He unlocks the door. Door's unlocked. He gets his rabbit bucket. And he grabs a rabbit, and he's going to just open the door and throw it in there and eat it and watch it. He grabs the rabbit, he gets it right here. The crocodile sees the rabbit and comes forward, hitting the door, which is unlocked and we learn also broken. Hits the door. The crocodile's momentum just takes him out into the carpet they were staying with us. The kids. There's a 10-foot crocodile just on the floor. So everybody just starts losing it. It's like a Godzilla movie. People are just running. Everybody's crying. People are crying real hard. Just bawling. Everybody's dead behind you. You just assume it. You don't even look. Some lady was like, my husband. I was like, your husband's gone, lady. He's gone. We shouldn't be here. There's so many signs that say we shouldn't be here. And we just leave. Because the cobra was next. She's like, I don't know if the cobra's in a cage. Who knows where this cobra's at? He might have been watching this with us. This is a real story. And here's my proof. I have proof to this story. There's a TripAdvisor review from that day. It's not my review. I'm not a review guy. But someone reviewed it. And you can look at it. Go to TripAdvisor. Type in Wilmington, North Carolina, Cape Fear Serpentarium. When you get there, go to the reviews. They have 4 stars to 1 stars. If you want to see what I'm talking about, I would start at the 1 stars. They're all pretty fun to read, though. 4 stars love it. They think the place is great. 3 and 2 stars, they're usually pretty hung up on the propaganda in the lobby. They can't get past that. And then just go to the 1 star that says, crocodile got out of the cage. It's the best 1-star review I've ever heard in my life. Just the most, oh, did that poster hurt your feelings? Did a crocodile get out when you were there? Because he got out with us, and we didn't think he should have been out with us. So So 1 star. All right, thank you guys so much. And everything's wet. So everything's wet. Oh, hold on. Wait. We're like trying. I know it's all right. I know y'all should apologize for y'all's fly. Those Houston flies, you know how they are. Always want the spotlight. And I thought flies don't live long, and they live so long. Thank you. Trying to dodge it. God, I almost got it. If someone walked in right now, it looks like this is what the show is. Like it's just, this is how far, like we have Wi-Fi's down. We're now just paying to watch a man try to slap a fly. And you're like, a lot of people show up. It's pretty fun, you know, like it goes.
Just say that throughout the whole thing. My name's Nate. It might be hard to understand me at some times. I'm from New York City. I'm just kidding. I'm from Nashville. I wear this shirt for a couple of reasons. So if I get questions like that, they're like, oh, Nashville, okay. If people come in late, they know. They don't have to interrupt us by asking. They'll just read my shirt. If they can't figure that out, then they're probably from Nashville too. They probably have the same shirt. I also wear it in case I get lost. People know where to send me. It's kind of like a dog leash. I got my name and number written in the back. So you can always find me if you see me laying on the street. Just send me back to Nashville. I'll be good. One thing I've noticed since living here in Chicago is the directions that you get from so many people. Y'all use the compass a lot here, as I understand it. First time I moved up here, I'm like, how do you go to the store? They're like, go north 5 blocks, then go south 3. All right. I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't know which way is north or south or east or left or right or straight, or I didn't bring my compass today. And it's so confusing because the one thing they taught me was like, just remember, the lake's always east. I can't always see the lake. And people ask me, because you see someone, this is another reason I wear this shirt, because don't ask me for directions. But people will ask me, they'll be like, hey, I need to, get here. And I'm like, the lake's east. Easy throws them off and they just leave. And I keep going wandering around the city with my compass. Another thing here is my only phone here is a cell phone. Cell phones are about ridiculous. The signal on a cell phone, does it ever work? Because there's really never. The one time I get a full signal, if you do this, you're done. You're out. Your signal's gone. You have nothing else left. I got quite a few places that Verizon guy can go, and he ain't gonna be able to hear when he says, "Can you hear me now?" Like my house. Come to my house. Come outside my house. Walk down the street. I can be standing in the middle of the ditch, and I'm sure I would still be like, "Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?" And I hope I never get hurt and have to call 911, because I'm screwed. Or if someone breaks in my house and I have to climb under my bed, I'm like, "Hey, there's a guy in the house." And they're like, "Sir, are you there?" And I gotta kind of scoot over. There's a guy in my house. Hello? In my house, there's a guy. Until I have to crawl out, and I just get killed. Then I'm bleeding, having to roll around with a knife in my back. I need an ambulance. What? I need an ambulance? If you don't mind, please. I don't know if this has to do with that, but what's the age where you're not scared of the dark? Because I don't know if I've hit it yet. This is why I'm standing in this little circle right here. If I go outside of it, I'm screwed. I'll never make it back. This is the only thing that I figured out. The age and the point to where you do it, or how you stop being scared of the dark, is you get married. And that's so you can have someone share your bed with you. So the monster now has got to decide between one of you. You might have a chance. And then the reason you have kids is so you pass them along to him, and then he leaves you alone the rest of your life. And then you're okay. And the thing about, when you were a kid, you were so scared of the dark, and you just hated it. Unless there was one other kid in there. Then if you had a friend over, then it's 2 8-year-old kids in the bed, and you're like, I'm feeling okay. Like the monster's down there going, Fred, Johnny's got somewhere to spend the night tonight. I don't know if I'd go up there. That's 2 8-year-old kids you got to mess with. It's probably not a good idea. Heard his parents are divorced though, so let's go after his dad. A game you used to play also when you're a kid is hide and seek, hide and go seek. I think that is a very, very fun game. I don't think it gets taken seriously enough though. Maybe when you were 10, when you would break your ankle to hide in the dryer so nobody could find you. And when you'd get those good spots where you'd be there for a good hour or so. And then you're like, I don't know if this is either a great, and you don't want to leave because it's a great spot. What if he sees you leaving? You can never go back. That's the dryer. Who thinks of the dryer? I thought of the dryer. I'm a genius. So you got to go up there, and he's already quit. He quit 2 hours ago. He's like, I couldn't find you. I looked for a little bit. The Easter was just recently, and speaking of hiding, they had an Easter egg hunt, and the thing is now is when they hide the Easter egg, they just throw them out on the grass. It's not because I guess they want everybody to find an egg, make everybody happy. And that's not how I did it. My dad would hide them on the roof. You'd be mowing the grass in August and run for an egg. And be like, there it is. I found it. You climb trees, fall down and break the leg, get up, and you still had it. And then you'd open it, and it was the money egg. And it was worth everything. With $5 in it. And that's all you needed. Holidays are great, too. I remember the first time I met the Easter Bunny. He pulled up in my dad's car with his seatbelt on. My dad picked him up, I guess. He was about 6'5". I was wondering, I was like, that's a tall Easter Bunny. It's not what you think. I don't see how he snuck in my house. Santa Claus also is someone that... you're like, I don't remember asking Santa for socks. Where did he get that idea? Socks and a toothbrush. He's wasting 2 good presents on socks and a toothbrush. Did my mom talk to him when I left? Because I don't remember saying that. And then then you got to go through the opening the presents and everything, and that's an awkward moment when you got to open presents. You don't know the reaction you're supposed to give, especially when they're like, go ahead and open it now. We're going to watch you. And then you got to open it, whether you like. Are you supposed to jump up and just and just start running around the room? I can't believe you got this. This is unbelievable. You're so happy. There's not any good reaction. If it is a terrible present, you're like, yeah, all right, thank you. And if that joke went well, didn't it? should probably work on that one. I got another little story is my family, they used to give, my mom's side of the family would give everybody the same present. That was just, everybody would get the exact same present. And my dad was actually telling me this story, because he was, before I was born, and he said that we have 2 people in our family and they're deaf. Well, this is the year when smoke alarms came out. So they got 2 smoke alarms. 2 deaf people got 2 smoke alarms. They didn't think about that, you know? It's not a Braille smoke alarm either, where you walk by. It beeps real loud. So, and their house burnt down a couple of days later. I guess they didn't get the batteries in there right or something. Well, that is my time, and I'm Nate. Thank you.
It's great having a kid. I've been married for 7 years, and so now we just have a 1-year-old daughter. So it's getting pretty serious, and this is what took it over the edge. We were living in New York when my daughter was to be born, but I'm from Tennessee, so we flew home, and my daughter was born in Tennessee. I didn't want her to be born in New York. I don't need her growing up thinking she's better than me. So I was like, you start where we start. All right. How about that? It was wild. Does anybody have kids here? Or a couple? One person. All right. The rest is like, when I die, this city dies. All right. Yeah. It's wild. I remember on the way to the hospital, I told my wife, I was like, look, I don't want to see anything. All right. It's going to be gross. I wish it was like the 50s when they didn't even let men in the hospital. But it's not. Now, doctors are like, do you want to deliver the baby? Why don't you do most of it? They just pull the baby out, and then they just tell you, they're here, cut the umbilical cord. They just tell you to do it, real fast. I didn't take a class. They just act like I'm the guy that cuts umbilical cords at the hospital. I almost cut the wrong part, and they were like, that's not right. I was like, oh, maybe, you should jump in. You did go to doctor school for this. I don't know why I'm doing minor surgery right now. Then they just hand you your baby, and they're like, all right, we'll see ya. And that's when you're like, I'd really like your help now. I need you to live with me or something. The first question I asked, they should have probably kept, I was holding her, I was like, how much do you feed it? I bet it's a lot. It seems like it'd be a lot. It sounded like I was buying a hamster at a pet store. The big thing they tell you, the number one thing they say, they're really big on they're like, whatever you do, let's just try not to shake this baby. That's the number one goal. And they tell it to you, they're almost obviously you're going to want to shake the baby. But it would be so awesome if you just did not shake this baby. That would be the best. And then they showed me a video of a guy that's here's what I do instead of shaking my baby. He was I take walks, for instance. I walk 70 miles a day or something. I walk a lot. Then I signed a certificate I was in kindergarten that said, all right, I promise, I swear to God I won't shake the baby. Quit asking me about this. I've never heard the word shake so much in my entire life. That's all we talked about. And the first night we got her home, she was you're delirious, you're just confused and tired, and she was crying for 6 hours, and I was sitting there, I was wait, are we supposed to shake this baby? Is this when we do it? This seems like when you would do it. But we didn't shake her, so it's cool. We have rocked her aggressively, but she had to go, went to the doctor to get, when she was 9 months old, you have to do a 9-month-old checkup. So we go to the doctor, and she has to get a shot. And it's the worst, when babies get shots, because they don't know what's going on. She's just looking at us being this day's going unbelievable. I
I don't see what could go wrong, you know? What could go wrong? Why would anything go wrong? And then you're looking at her like it's about to all go wrong. You don't even sort of understand how wrong it's going to be. So she gets the shot, so we go to grab her, you know, because we're going to hold her and console her. But she doesn't cry. She's just fine with the shot. And, like, we're just sitting there, like, the doctor's surprised. Like, my wife's like, maybe this is a sign that she's going to be, like, a powerful woman, you know, like a strong girl. And I was like, maybe. We should also see if she's going to be a psycho. Like, who doesn't cry when they get a shot? Maybe that's what we should look into. That doesn't make you nervous? I would cry if you gave me a shot. She's already fine with pain at 9 months old. Like, in 20 years, I'm either going to be telling her, like, look, we love you so much, and we're happy that you've accomplished everything. Or I will be on the news going, we love you, but you need to turn yourself in right now. Just do the right thing.
Before I ever started comedy, I was a host and she was a server. And someone asked her recently, they said, hey, do you think, did you ever imagine when you started dating that your lives would become all that it's become? And she said, well, when I met him, he was a host and I didn't think he was smart enough to be a server. So, yeah, we've got a little bit farther than I expected, you know? I told her I want to be a server one day and she's like, you keep dreaming that dream, all right? I think if you try hard, you can get that menu memorized. So I'm the dreamer of our group. You know, I feel like in a marriage, you have one of you is a dreamer. You know, money's not real. Let's have fun. Let's go do fun stuff as much as we can. And the other person hates fun. And that's how you make a marriage. You can't have two dreamers. You're going to be homeless in an hour. You need someone that just walks around. Is fun happening? I'd like to put a stop to that. Are y'all having fun? Stop it. Is the air conditioner on? Turn it off. I married my dad, is who I married. My dad, who I thought air conditioning cost $100,000 a day to run it. When we would be on car rides, I thought if you turned it on, your car exploded. Like just gas, you were out. We're out immediately. Did someone turn the air conditioner on? My wife's always around, too. I feel just always like near, you know, especially about home. It's like I married a cat that I'm like, you just always on me. If I do if I go to the bathroom, she's like, I'm going to paint the bathroom door while you're in there. You couldn't do it later? No, I had all the time to do it. I thought I'd wait till you went in, and that's when I was going to start. If I eat something she doesn't approve of, she just pops up, man. I mean, I'll try to sneak it. I could eat an Oreo cookie in the attic at 3 a.m., and I would bet my life a light would cut on, and she'd be like, what are you doing up here? And if I questioned it, it was like, what are you doing up here? She's like, I'm always up here. This is when I do my attic stuff. She put Life 360 on my phone. That's so they can track you even when they're not near you. You might not even know you have it on your phone. It's worse than what the government's doing. I would rather the government track me than her. She just calls me, why are you at Krispy Kreme donuts? I'm like, look, I'm not going to live like this, all right? If I want donuts, I'm not going to lock my phone in a gym locker and go pay cash for donuts. I've done it, but I'm not going to do it every time. God forbid I go to a store she has a coupon for. I mean, I'll be walking into the parking lot, just get a call, don't buy anything, I have a coupon. I'm like, do you think I'm going to come home and get that coupon? Is that what you think's about to happen? I'm going to try to pay more now that you called. I don't even know if Target allows that, but I'm going to try to negotiate up on this toothpaste. You better hope they don't ask me to round up. I'm rounding up. I hate coupons so much, and she's addicted to them. She will not let me leave. Like, I got a coupon. I'm like, I just feel so stupid. I'm buying deodorant, and I'm like, I don't have all the money, but I'm almost there. But I do have this coupon. One day, I hope to be able to pay full price. We are saving up as much as we can. Like, this sucks. Because that was a very bad word in the 80s. And look, I'm sorry to say it now. This is supposed to be a clean show. I'm bringing this filth into it. That was a very bad word in the 80s. If you said that word in the 80s, it was like, well, good luck with drugs and life in prison. My dad took us to see the first Karate Kid at the movie theater, and they said sucks in it. And right when I heard it, I looked at my dad and I go, what kind of trash you bringing us to? Now, I have a sister, and she is 10 years younger than me, and apparently was raised by her best friends. She has no fear of them. I mean, I'm scared my dad's gonna show up tonight. She'll tell them they suck to their face. I mean, and I'm like mortified. You can't talk to them like that. 43, you still think you're young. I have this jacket on, one to the other. And he's like, but they're not the same. I was like, but they're the same. And I'm realizing he cannot find out people call me Nate at that point because, I mean, he can't handle that. He's gonna call the police over to be like, there's a guy with 3 names trying to fly right here. If you guys want to just shoot him from over there or something. So I was like, what do you want me to do? And he goes, you should go home. That's all I got. He's like, I can't believe you've made it this far. I said, look, I'll give you that those names don't match. But what I think is going to help a ton is the picture on the ID. Something that I've always loved that they did. And I think with 70% of that name matching and 100% face, it's 170%. I think I'll get through it. We got married on Friday the 13th. Got a pretty sweet deal on that. They were wide open. We were like, what times are available? They go, every one of them, all 24. You can call us that day if you want. Her brother married us. That was free. The photographer was just a buddy of ours that had he just bought a new camera. So we were like, you gonna do our wedding? Never done anything professionally, and it showed. His camera stopped working during it, and he started taking stuff out of it. Like that would be the it's like, yeah, you know what? I bet they put too much stuff inside of it when they built it. You should yank some of those wires. That's not supposed to be in here by any chance. I said, yeah, she's around here somewhere. You just open the door and they're like, will you go get 50 bags of ice? Every time I go buy it, he's like, all right, you're gonna hop on this shuttle bus and you're gonna go do medicine ball throws for 4 to 5 hours. And whatever amount of ice, when you were inside, I looked in your car and you had a cup and I was like, you want a little bag of ice for that cup? So we got in the fight over the phrase one fell swoop. Just over this saying. And if you're a newlywed, you're like, well, that doesn't make sense. You're right, it doesn't. This is a double-digit married fight. This is when you've already done all the dish fighting or the putting your clothes away fighting. This is when they're trying to mentally break you. They got you almost how they want you, and this is the one that sends it over the edge. So she calls me and she goes, I want to go visit my parents and I want to do it in one fell swoop. And I go, all right, let's do it in one fell swoop. She goes, I want to do it in one fell swoop. I go, let's do it in one fell swoop, you know? Let's swoop it up, I'm down. And she kept saying it, one fell swoop, one fell swoop. I mean, over and over again. And then when she went to describe this one fell swoop trip, she goes, we'll go to my mom's, come home, then go to my dad's. And I just go, that's not what one fell swoop means. And instead of possibly just being wrong, she goes, I know what one fell swoop means. I go, yeah, it doesn't sound like you do, all right? She does whatever she wants. She turned 18 and got a tattoo. And I was like, well, you're going to get in pretty big trouble when they find that out. And she goes, I'm 18, I can do whatever I want. I go, yeah, well, I'm 28, and I'm still hiding wine, so I don't think you can. She got a tattoo, then my dad went and got a tattoo. Yeah, I guess he figured no one's in charge anymore. I recently found out my mom got a tattoo. They tried to hide that one from me, but I found out, and I was livid when I found this out. I mean, I set them all down together, and I said, I don't think y'all should be hanging out anymore. How about that? Pardon my language, but I think it stinks what's going on. I think it stinks. I don't believe in science. I'm out I don't know. I don't understand science, so it's just easier not to believe in it. It's just, I think they could be making stuff up. Why could I, I saw they're cockroaches are 350 million years old. It's like, are they, or do you know that I don't know how to go figure that out? Because that's what I think. I think I have no idea how you got to that number, and I'll just go, all right, I guess, why would you lie to me about it? Pluto. Pluto's not been a planet for a while, right? That's however long it's not been a planet, that's as long as I've been out of science. Because I was just checked out. I was like, you can't do that, dude. You can't jam Pluto down my throat my whole life. And then when I get out of school, you're like, we were just kidding about Pluto. That's not even a thing. It affected me. I remember in elementary school, I got a C because I forgot Pluto. And you know what? Turns out I should have got above an A. That's what I should have got. I should have been teaching the class because, yeah, I nailed it. Nailed it. I never believed in Pluto. I said it's too far. I go, it's too far. Yeah, these guys don't, you know, they don't know. Neptune's next. You wait. I think Neptune, they're gonna be like, we can't see that far out. Like, that's so far. I went to Honduras, another place I'd know, cause I was at the airport and the guy was like, I was like, I'm going to Honduras. He was like, what city? And I was like, I'm just learning right now that's not the name of the city. So. I don't know, dude. Just wherever other people are going, probably. Let's just go there and figure it out. We get to the base, and the guy, he's like telling us about Honduras, and he's like, you got to be careful. He's like, you got to really look out for snakes. There's a lot of venomous snakes here. So when you walk around, just keep an eye out. And he was like, now if you get bit by a snake, the best thing to do is then just go ahead and catch the snake and bring it so then we know like what snake bit you. I was like, dude, I'm pretty positive that's like exactly what you're not supposed to, like, I've never seen that ever on Animal Planet. Like, someone gets bit and then they gotta be like, now I gotta get it. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I was like, that doesn't make sense. I've never caught a snake in my life. And then when I got bit for the first time, I gotta get it together and catch a snake. I was like, it's not gonna go good, man. I was like, he's gonna keep biting me. That's all that's gonna happen. And he was like, it doesn't matter. Like, you've already been bit. And I was like, do you even know what a snake is? It completely matters. There's a huge difference between one bite and probably 30 bites. That's what we're gonna be at if I try to catch this snake. Who told you this? The snake? Is that who told you to tell me all of this? Whose side are you on? I've done pretty good during COVID. Because I feel like you could I lost some weight during COVID. You could go two ways. If you wanted to gain weight, this is your time. I mean, everybody's fine with it. You can just do it. But I've been doing all that up until COVID. I've always lived by that rule. So during COVID, I was like, I need to stop. And my neighbor started working out in his driveway. And so he was like, let's work out in my driveway. And, you know, it's hard to make a lot of excuses during COVID. You're like, I'm just so busy. You know, I got a lot of stuff to do today. And he's just out there. So I started doing it with him, and he had a trainer. And I'm not a big fan of working out. Never done it. And I told him, I was like, I just want to do upper body stuff. And they go, all right, well, how about we just do legs every day? That's all it is legs. I think it's a huge conspiracy with trainers that you never actually do your upper body. And when you are doing it, I mean, I asked him, I go, is this upper body? He goes, yeah. I go, yeah, because I'm bending down quite a bit. Have you ever been to a Starbucks, like inside, like if you go inside and there's like a big long line and you'll be waiting and they try to take your order before you're even to the front? Like you'll be in the back, they're like, what do you want? You're like, oh, I would like to wait till I get right in front of you. Yeah, you know, did you see how everybody looked at me when you said that? I didn't care for that. So how about we do it like a regular, normal business, you know? And you let me do it right in front of you. Look, if you think I'm old, there's people older than me still around. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy, walking around. People from the 30s. My great Aunt Helen, from the 30s, she's deaf. They didn't know she was deaf until she was 9 years old. That's how long it took them to figure it. Deaf, one of the easier ones to figure out. And the doctors were baffled as they smoked in her face. And they're like, you know, she's rude, I'll tell you that. I tried to, I'm always like trying to lose weight. I had a thing that happened that I do. It was like, I gotta get it together. I go to the trunk of my car and I take my shirt off, standing there, no shirt. And this old man walks up and goes, Olivia? I had to turn, I was like, I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm sorry. And he was like, oh, sorry, honest mistake. And I was like, I don't know. He was looking for his elderly wife and saw me with no shirt on and thought that could be Olivia. At a car that he does not recognize. I don't know who he disrespected more, me or Olivia, to be honest. I mean, we could both have a word with him. Our daughter is in 3rd grade, and for 1st grade, she started taking the bus. And it was the first time she ever took the bus. So if you know as a parent, you walk them to the bus stop, it's very fun. And so we got her on the bus. She went to school. At the end of the school day, someone from the school called my cell phone. They have my wife's cell phone, they have my cell phone. They called my cell phone, and she said, hey, do you know what bus number your daughter's supposed to be on? And I said, I'm her dad. I said, are you crazy? Like, I was like, this is how you thought you would get this information, was to call the dad? You saw a mom and dad's cell phone. You go, I bet the dad knows. I was like, do you have parents? Have you ever seen a family before? You thought, let's call the husband? Unless there's 2 husbands, you should never call a husband a day in your life. I would rather you ask a lady that doesn't know her. I think she could get to the bottom of it quicker than I can. The end of the night comes, everybody's drunk, children, adults, it's across the board. Fight breaks out. We hear some of y'all fight. And I mean, you're sitting there, you got a 50-50 shot. It's not your side of the family. We get over there, it's 100% our side. It's my dad's aunt and an uncle, both rolling around on the ground. They're in their late 70s. He wanted to leave, she did not. So they thought, let's just handle it in front of everybody. So we got to get him apart, and he starts fighting us. And he's a pretty good fighter, all right? He's punching women in public. You don't think he's handled some dudes in his lifetime? That ends the night. You know, you can't be like, all right, guys, let's calm. Let's cut the radio back on, find a good station. Tuesday is sadly divorced now. That did not work out. My dad's aunt and uncle, sadly, it did work out. They're still together.